Okay, let me say something here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now they gave me login page.
Okay.
But I was the code for that when they because no, I'll be sincere, I don't know how to do the GitHub stuff. So for me, I gave the codes to what's his name, my team member, God's time. But because this app is supposed to have other features apart from what you're seeing now. But because of the time that we had, my
Okay.
own part was not added to this. So maybe that's why you don't see maybe my commits and all that. For me, that's one reason why. So because we still hope to work more on this project to give it the
Yeah.
final touch. This is not the fight. This is not the signal. It's just what we're presenting now.
Sorry, sorry, sorry. Let me cut it short. So far, you guys did a very good job. I understand that not everybody's community will be showing. It's normal. I assume that you will be more of like a managerial person, right? So everybody's community should not necessarily have to show.
Okay.
So, but I want to ask a question to you guys. Question my.
We don't have plans to scale it up. The way I was talking to Pauline, because there are other features to this app. Apart from the JavaScript part where you saw the scores, if even if you maybe you failed, the one we did was just when the person passes. But when you fail, like you have maybe you didn't do well, it will also tell you, oh, you failed in this area, you need to work on this topic, it will just tell you what you are supposed to do. So, and apart from that, there are also normally when you log into a quiz app, you're not supposed to just see just the landing page. We all I have plans of also working on that registration page and all that. So we'll still work more on this product and make sure that we give you the final touch. It will not just be this. Sure.
Sorry, can I
Yes, sir.
contribute?
You can.
Just,
You can. Yes, you can.
yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry you've not heard my voice since I've been following and paying attention. So, you said, everybody did not really um pay their own commit to the GitHub page, but like at the back, all of us have been following along. We've been behind Costam and Joyce, and we really appreciate their effort on the landing page. But like we are not stopping there. We are still going to continue. We are still going to like finish up, and hopefully we'll update the mentors on how we live in the future. So
Thank you.
All right. So, honestly, I really understand, and yeah, I feel like the way you guys are moving, as far as everybody knows the role they're playing, and everybody has their part, right? So, I think that well, I'm assuming like maybe product manager and every other thing. So, yeah, you guys did well. You guys did well. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. What you guys
Thank you.
showed us was superb. The team collaboration and everything makes a lot of sense. The name, the readme was. I saw the readme was like I was blown away with the readme.
Thank
Every
you.
other thing was crazy. So yeah, good job, guys. So yeah, Edward, Pauline, was yours.
Okay. Yeah. While I understand that other members took up a managerial role, for me that is quite vague because you can't really tell who did what. Okay. So if you had like maybe a contribution to MD, then it's clearer to me that okay, this person actually did something, or this person actually did one thing or the other. Because it's a bit, yeah, I think the word is vague actually. But overall, your presentation was fine. I'm impressed with your project. I like the fact that you intend to continue working on it, which is encouraging. But yeah, overall for now, that's really it. For the GitHub, I can't really say a lot because from my observation, it's just two people I can see on it. So that literally makes me question what exactly that team members did. But that's aside. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, you guys did really well, especially since it's your first hackathon. So kudos to you all, and good finger. Anything to add?
I do have something to say, Sha. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The presentation I'm seeing, I'm liking it. I didn't catch it from the beginning. It's like I think looking. So I don't know the mark recording because it will pain you if every other person is on the show now.
Yeah. So it's actually for you to just rush through the presentation again in very like a brief, like rush summary of the presentation. It's like a
Okay.
2-3 minutes walkthrough.
Oh, okay.
So that your presentation will show in the recording.
Okay. Okay. My name is Josephine. My team members are Joy, God, Ezekiel, and also Jeremiah, and we are actually presenting our quiz app project called QTech. We noticed that most people that want to learn front-end development, they don't really have a particular tool that has all the quizzes for front-end development technologies. So we came up with a solution to solve that problem where we put all front-end development technology quizzes in a particular tool, which all our application, which is QTech, that helps test your level of expertise and help you to know which area you have to if you are not doing well, and the areas you have. Also talk about the demo. Okay, the app. Okay, please, can you show us the app again? So let me walk them through the app. Okay, so this is our landing page for people, and you have the home page, there's start quizzing page, there's a back page, there's also contact us page. And if you scroll down, you see the various, it will lead you, all these various pages are all linked to the landing page here. Then you can go up and click on the start quizzing. Okay. Click on this is start quizzing. When you click on it, you get to show you an interface that has the front-end development quizzes. You make your choice. There's HTML, there's CSS, there's JavaScript, there's also React. So you pick anyone. You can pick maybe CSS. Pick CSS. You click on start quiz on anyone of your choice. CSS. There's a timer. There's a timer that tells you this is the time you are supposed to take the test. Start the quiz. Start the quiz. Then you answer your question, any of the options, you move to the next. You answer the next question. If you are not sure about your first answer, you can click previous. That takes you to the question before that. That's your question that you're not sure about. Then you can click next. You answer all your questions. Answer all your questions. Okay. Then you submit your quiz and it gives you a score, 3/5. Then that's the test. So that's the test. And in conclusion, we'll say that you should not hesitate to use QTech anytime, any day. Test yourself on front-end development technologies anytime. You'll be able to use it. Thank you very much.
So I have one last question. How many questions in total per quiz? Is it just 5?
Because of the time, yes, 5.
Okay.
5. I told
Okay.
you we also have other plans for the app. This is not the finished. This is just not the finished product. But,
No, I understand.
yeah. So just
like how?
5. Yeah.
Yeah. How many do you anticipate
Like
for each quiz?
in future, for each of the quizzes can be maybe 30 because what we intend to do is that we have different levels. Like
Okay.
you
Okay.
but we didn't have time. What the initial idea was, you have as a front end, when you start your career in front end development, you know if you are a beginner, you know if you are an intermediate, and you know if you are an expert. So there will be questions for those various. So you choose your level, then you when you finish and you submit. If you fail, the app should be able to tell you are going to work on this topic, work to do better. It will just like that's just what we thought about when we're thinking about the project.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks, guys. You guys did a very good job, like I said.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, that because you guys can stop presenting now. So next thing, take over.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Yeah, so my name is Fisayomi and I'm from Den 3. And with me on the call are my teammates, Mayowa, Prince Will.
Sorry to cut you short. Sorry. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, stop sharing. Go ahead.
So, with me on the call are Mayowa, Prince Will, Edwak, and Abraham. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. So basically, when we were brainstorming in our first meeting, we talked about the theme, what the theme of our app should be, and then the first thing that came to our mind was trivia, right? Because we are building a quiz app, so like all of us agreed on making it like a trivia app, a trivia question. So we'll be walking you through what we've been doing for the past 3 weeks, how we achieved that, and every other thing. So I'll be calling on you, Dwak, to take a quick take us through this flowchart.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Idwak David. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Idwak David. So I'm here to present our flowchart, which is the visual representation of the process of our quiz game app using the symbols and arrows to explain the flow of the chart. So to run the app, the user signs up with a valid email, username and password, which automatically creates an account, takes the user to the login page. Then on the login page, the user logs in with the wrong details, it throws an error. The user logs in with the correct details, which takes the user to the landing page. Then on the landing page, the user selects a category of the quiz, which brings up to the modal pop-up box, asking the user whether to attend quiz or to cancel. So the user selects the cancel button, which takes the user back to the landing page. Then on the landing page, user selects the quiz category again. The modal box pops up, and then the user attends the quiz, which takes us to the quiz page. So after the quiz has been answered, at the end of the quiz, the result page comes up. So on the result page, the user clicks on the home button, which takes us back to the landing page. Then on the landing page, the user logs out or decides to play the game again. So in conclusion, the processes are from the sign up to the login, then to the landing page, the modal, and then the quiz question page, then the results, and back to the sign out. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edward, for that. So with that said, we'll be showing you a run through of the app. So this is the sign up page. So I'm going to sign up with a new login. So let me just do so upon signing up with correct and valid details, it takes you to the login page. So you use the same details you used to sign up to log in. And I used so upon logging in, this is our landing page. And as I said earlier, when we thought about bringing up this app, we thought about fun, we thought about trivia, right? And which inspired this color, this bright color, and like really, funky background. And over here we have our logo, which like gives the page more personality, gives the app more personality, right? And we have our welcome page, which welcomes the user, giving the page more like better user experience basically. And we have this profile icon, and we have our sign out button, which I'm going to come back to. So these are the questions, these are the subjects we have for now. Then on clicking one of them, for example, the general quiz, it brings us to a modal to ask you whether you're ready to take the quiz, you're about to attempt it. You're supposed to start now. Upon starting the quiz, it brings us to this page where it brings up the questions, right, for us to answer. So answer the questions. Then you're answering is taking you to the next page. It's taking you to the next page, taking you to the next question rather. Taking you to the next question, taking you to the next one. We have 15 questions and I scored 0 out of 10. So yes, then upon getting to this page, we have a button that returns you back to the home page, right, to navigate back, and then you can pick any other subjects to start again. So upon clicking the science, if you are not ready, maybe you mistakenly press the button or something, you can always come to this place and cancel the modal, which takes you back to the quiz page. And then you can also sign out. So before we sign out, the page is not, perfect yet. We still have some improvements to do. For example, we plan to put a timer, because this will make more sense with the modal page, because if in case the person mistakenly presses it on the modal, you see that you have this particular time, to start, and then you start the quiz. And then this profile icon, we plan to like make it like an avatar or something, right, over time. So upon signing out, it takes you back to the login where you can use the same details, use the valid detail to log in. So that's basically our app, and that's what it looks like. So I'm calling on Prince now to run us through the code, just a brief run through.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Makai Prince. Yeah, so I'll be running through the code, especially the sign up and the login. So we use Firebase, which is like an authentication server made by Google, where we can actually, get passwords and username as well as the email. So there are different authentication processes. Like for example, you can log in with your email, like your Google Mail. You can log in with Facebook. You can log in with, you have a LinkedIn account. But we decided to go with the email and the password, which is a bit simple. So we just need to, I will just go through some of the ways we achieved the sign up and the login. So I'll start with the sign up from the JavaScript file. Yeah, so I'll start with the sign up. All right, so this is the sign up JavaScript file. You call it the backend. So what we did, we took an API from the Firebase application. We created an app, and when we created the app on Firebase, it gave us our Firebase config, which is like an object where all our identities are saved on, like the API key, where we can actually go and get the email, like saving the email on Google Cloud. We also have the authentication domain, the project ID, which gives us a specific ID for this, our specific project. So we also, you can see now from number 3, we imported the initialize app from the Firebase app.js. We got the get authentication, create users with email and password. So this create email with create user with email and password is how we now created the email and password and saved it on the Google database. So if you go to line 23, we initialized the application and the authentication. Now, the application from number 24, we actually saved the Firebase config object from 13, and we pass it to this initialized app, which is like a function. So we can get access to the Firebase database. Then the authentication as well, we also pass it to a variable called auth. So we can also be able to create the password and the username as well. Then from the cons email document the query selector email, this one is coming from the HTML of our sign up, which is like we are getting this from the web page. The sign up application, the sign up is coming from the sign up button, which is also on the sign up HTML file. Then you have a username and password. Then we now added an event listener to the sign up button. So we are saying whenever we click on the sign up, we are listening to the click event. So whenever we press on the sign up button, we want to run a function that we now, make this thing successful. So if you look from number 34, what we did there, we pass an event into the function. Please just scroll down a bit, thank you. So now this event, so what this event is doing, since it's like a form, we now prevented the form from reloading whenever we submit we press the sign up button. We now ensure that it will not reload. So you can see from 36, we now created an object. We thought of the way of guessing the username, password, and email as well.
Professor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, just rush through. We just want to just like a rush through, not really like tutorial. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So now from line 42, that's how we now created the password and the email. So we now passing the authentication object.email. We are accessing the email.value. Then object.password. We're also accessing the password.value. We now created the password. Now we now created another function which is success to the .then. Then this .then now is like we are fetching the API from Firebase, which means we need to wait. So if it's successful, if it is a valid email, then the window.location.href will now redirect us to our landing page, to our login page, I beg your pardon. So provided it is successful, then the sign up will now push us straight to the login page. So that was how we got it. Then if it's not successful, if that particular email has been used before, then it will give us an error message that this email has been used before and stuff like that. If it's not valid as well, it will also tell us that it's not valid. So that was how we got the sign up. So we take us to the login and we also create the same login as well. Then the login will now take us to the landing page. All right, Fisayo.
Okay, all right. So Mayo, you can take us through Abraham, sorry. Hi, Abraham.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Abraham. So while working on the app, we're using Trello to continue the tasks, and we during our meeting we set like questions for the meeting or agenda to discuss, and after that we assign to do, and after we finalize what to do, we move it to pending. That's when someone start working on it. And so far, most of it, after that, then we move it to the done section. So this way we are able to be doing API, login, and everything. We have moved them to the done section. That's what I've done with them. Thank you.
All right. So our GitHub, I think this is.
The first question: why is your GitHub white? God, that was big.
What's wrong with white GitHub?
Why do you love darkness? Maiwa, over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good afternoon, Maria.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So our GitHub, when we started the project, at first we were confused on how to collaborate together, but we figured it out through the help of Pauline. Thank you. Then when we work on our projects in the night, we make sure to push and pull and make a pull request to the GitHub so Fisayo can merge. So we do that every night. So you can go to our number of commits.
It's just underneath code. Yeah, perfect.
Can you scroll down? Okay, so when we...
It's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot because we kept doing it every night. When we work on our code, we push it to the GitHub and make a pull request. So in the night during our meetings, we'll merge it, then we'll go over it together. So you can see everybody on the group actually contributed to the GitHub until today.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. That'll be all. The floor is open for questions and contributions.
All right, let me go first. Then Pauline, then Edward, and then Tamara. So yeah, you guys, good job. Nice one. Okay, so yeah, what question I wanted to ask? I think you guys already addressed it. The timer, right?
Okay. Yeah. We're supposed to add that.
Yeah. So I had now to say was if you want to go back, right? Let's say you want to revisit a question. How do you do that? So I don't think I saw that there. I get the idea of trivia popping, but I think sometimes the colors were blinding. Like they were really kind of like obstructing my. Like I was not really seeing the questions clearly. So imagine I'm writing an exam and the questions are not clear because of the colors, and then I fail because I didn't see the colors clearly. So yeah, the colors are nice. They look bright. But when you're like doing the questions and answer, I think the color should be more how do I put it now, more like the color should be a little bit less distracting, and the user should be able to how do I put it now? The user should be able to see what it's actually doing. Yeah. So I guess that's just for me. But every other thing, yeah, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, you guys did a good job, Sha. That's just my own. Yeah, but Pauline, you can drop your stuff. Yeah, but yeah, but from that, every other thing, the back end, cool. User flow making sense. I like the whole you score 0/10 and then they give you an award. Who doesn't want an award for scoring 0/10? Like, come on, that's like that's mad. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Just,
Although that's something we are going to work on actually. We plan to replace the trophies with like a sad emoji when you score from like 5 below. That's one of the things we are going to improve on.
Okay. Okay. Who's speaking? Fisayomi, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think you've done a really good job. First of all, I want to commend you on the battery is low. I want to commend you on the functionality. The flow was what I expected, which was impressive. Which was impressive from the sign up to the login, and you guys actually made it functional. So I think that's a very big plus for you. Yeah, I do agree with the colors because I felt also that they were rather distracting. But I mean, that's something that is a relatively easy fix. So that's not much of a problem. Other thing I was going to say, who was presenting the VS Code?
Prince.
Okay. I felt that part wasn't particularly necessary, but that's just my opinion. I felt for one that it took longer than required. Yeah, but you know, it just felt like that was a section that probably shouldn't have been that. But that's by the way. I mean, it's not a major problem. Well, the fact that I see all the members of your team, at least from what I glanced through on your commits, it was obvious to me that, okay, this person actually did something here. You know, this person, you know, I like the fact that you guys worked as a team and you all pushed to the repo and you all collaborated and it's visible. The Trello for me was a bit sparse, but then again, the main thing is not the Trello board, it's how well you were able to achieve what you needed to. Okay, so the only question, and yeah, Ibuka has already brought up the the proudly zero. So yeah, that was one major thing I noticed apart from the color. I know you've touched on this briefly, but I'm going to ask, what are your, apart from the plans to update the pack to put in proper, should I say, responses to when the person fails or passes, are there any future iterations you want to do to this project? Like, how do you intend to scale it up?
Yes, we mentioned the timer. We mentioned adding the timer to the modal. I think that's necessary. The timing was not on our part, so that's why we couldn't add that. The profile icon, we are hoping, we're still discussing, but we're hoping to like make it like an avatar, you know. So it's not just be like an ordinary icon, make it like an avatar, so that changes when people log in. So yeah, then I think the rest of the updates will come from like contribution from this meeting.
Okay, well done, Fisayam. Your team did very well. Good job.
Sorry, Pauline, can before you wrap up, can I say something?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, like what Fisaya said, we are trying to improve on it, and the avatar stuff. We are even thinking of how we can, if for example, if you log in, want to generate a random avatar for the person. If another person logs in, it will be another random avatar. Now, if you go to the quiz landing page, yeah, you mentioned the color. It's something we'll work on. Then we're also thinking, so when you click on a question, if the answer is correct, we want it to maybe get a color, maybe a green color that will tell you, oh, it's correct. Then if you fail, immediately you have a red color that says, oh, you failed this particular one. So when you're answering the question and you're moving on, you will know if you're correct and if you don't get it right. So these are some things we are also thinking about as well.
Yeah. I love the fact that your team worked on your human-centered design. Your UX was impressive, in my opinion. At least you factored in things that a regular user would look out for. which I thought was brilliant. So well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Pauline, Edward, and American.
Okay, let me go next. Yeah, this was a wonderful project. The UX part really caught my eye. That flowchart for the user flow. It was really nice. My main issue was going to be that profile. What would I call it now? Picture. But you've already addressed that, and I'm very happy that your mind also went in that direction. Yeah. So there's no need to talk about the color and the other things that people have talked about. All the same, another thing I appreciate rather about this presentation was the do I say constant contributions, the whole everyday thing. Everybody is just in sync. There are always meetings, at the end of the day to make sure that we're progressing together. It's not just one person doing his own thing, and 2 days later you find out that this is how things are. Every day pushes. It's a really nice stuff. Altogether, very nice project.
Thank you.
Tamara, you go.
All right. Yes, I'm here. Okay. So I was not here in the beginning of your presentation, so I think I missed a lot of what you presented about the product itself, right? But I saw other presentations. I think many other people have mentioned some of the things I wanted to mention. So like I'll start with the code when you were presenting the code, Prince Will. Right. So Ebuka told you that you don't need to give us a tutorial. You do not need to tell us every single thing that was happening in your sign up page GS file. But I did not see any other JavaScript. I think that was the only file you showed us. Or did I see any other thing? Or maybe I was not paying attention. I didn't see any other thing. I didn't see how you use JavaScript to deal with the functionalities, the other functionalities in your project. Right? I mean, you were clicking on the button and it was going to the next question. You used an API. We didn't get to see those things. We only saw the Firebase part. Right? That's also part of your presentation. You should also see how you were able to come up with the other functionalities of the project. We didn't get to see any of that. We didn't see the HTML. We didn't see the style. And we didn't see any other thing. But I know that that's what you're most proud of because you worked on it. That's good. But we were also supposed to have seen the other parts of the project. Right. I think that's one major thing that I wanted to comment on because I was excited to see it. I didn't see it. Then your Trello, I think Pauline already mentioned it. Assigning tasks to people. I know it's something that you're not really familiar with, but just for next time, in case of next time, when you have tasks, they're supposed to assign them to people, and then the people that have worked on them can move them to done when they have done it, or to doing when they are doing it, and then done when they're done. Then every other thing is fantastic. Many people have mentioned how you factored in you had a lot of ideas, and I'm sure because of time and some of the issues that you ran into, you're able to do everything that you hoped that you wanted to do with the project, and you guys can still continue to work on them. And then for the UI, people have mentioned about the colors and everything, but I think you guys tried, considering the fact that you guys are developers, not designers. Like, if you ask me to do UI today, I don't know what I would do. I'd rather implement a design, but you guys tried with the design and it. So I think you guys did amazing.
Yeah. So Tamara said though, I just want to point what Edward said. And it goes across all boards, all teams. The dedication that you guys put into this thing, honestly, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like every day, you guys, every night, you guys pull and push. It's crazy. Trust me. Like, wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, Aria, you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the API. Like, we had explanation for the API, but because of time, that was why we could not present the remaining of our codes.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
All
That's
right.
cool.
Okay.
Cool. And I was one thing I was waiting to hear, because actually from this hackathon, you don't know, we might actually have a company come out. I was expecting to say, oh, maybe we want to build like a trivia game for our next Coders Then Games Night, something like that. Where Coders Then Games Night can run. That would have been more catchy way to put it out there. So just say, okay, we'll just put it. So yeah, I was expecting like a futuristic plan like that, like something more like something that the community can even benefit from. Right? So yeah, why not?
So we'll take that into
but
consideration, Yes.
yeah. So but then, by the way, you guys did a good job. I would love to see you guys, scale it up, make it big, like really big, and even maybe scratch it from scratch and then build it from another framework. Use Next.js, React, scale it up, build your own backend. Just have fun. Don't worry. I think you guys can do.
Yes, with national leaderboard.
Yeah. So far, we have 2 teams.
Nice.
Yeah. So far, we have 2 teams, and then you guys 2 teams have been very, very good. I think the next team should come up right now. Present. Team 5, right? Tamara and Pauline.
Yes, team 5.
Okay. So who's the team head for team 5?
Is there any member from team 5 here at least?
Yes, team 5 is here. I am, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead, please. It's your turn. Yeah, hi. Who is presenting for team 5?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Chino.
Good afternoon.
Can we hear me, please?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Chinonsu Daniel, and I will be presenting the introduction for Team 5. My team members are Israel, Victor, and Israel. Yes, we have 2 Israels in my team. So our assignment was to build a blog for the community. And every step from the ideation process down till the development process, we thought about the community. First off, we started by looking at what exactly is a blog. Now, a blog is simply a website that uses ideas, writings to reflect and share opinions on topics that are relevant to whoever it is. Bearing this in mind, we got into the ideation process, and we thought of features not just for the present state of the community, but we also considered the future state of the community that we are envisioning. Considering the growth of the members, with the testimonies that we keep hearing every now and then, from the growth of the mentors, the beginners, and everyone in the community, We're looking at having a community that is not just going to be filled with learners, but also professionals, and soon time to come. So with all of this in mind, we put together ideas and features that this website can have to better communicate the ideas to the community members. My team members will be showing us the product, and please bear in mind that all of the features are not implemented, but we did a good work. So I will be calling on my team members to go on with the rest of the process. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. So I am the lead of Team 5, and we appreciate the effort of the community heads, first of all, by saying we really appreciate this effort you made in this community to make its members showcase the talents that all the knowledge you have been inculcating in us was shown. So I'll be starting by our Trello board, because this is where the whole process begins. The foundation of our app started from our Trello board. So I'm going to be sharing my screen for us to see what we came up with at the very beginning of our project. So I want to believe the whole community can see my screen currently on our group link.
Yeah.
Group 5. So yes, we started by getting our project results, what we wanted to achieve, the goal of the team, and the goal of the community in large. So our project name was Building a Codazen Community. And with all my team members, we were able to give this a very good thought, that apart from the fact that this is a competition, this is something that when it is implemented, it will go a long way for the community. And we were able to write about what we want to be able to achieve from this blog, this community blog. Having this in mind, we created some cards that leaded us to where we are currently today. We had our to-dos, and after the meetings and those things that we had to do for a particular day, we prepare our questions for the next meeting. We have an ongoing board to show what was currently going on, and to the glory of God, my team members were able to do well. The collaboration on the first board was very, very strong. We ensured very well that we check our Trello board, and the duties that were assigned to us, were carried out as planned. So yes, we had our ongoing board, and because of we plan ahead, we felt if possible we are not able to achieve some of the things that we wanted to implement, we are going to leave them here and come back and finish them, because this blog is not just a project that is to be done. But even after the community, I would like to use this as a medium to tell other team members that try and ensure that whatever project you worked on, you do the best out of it even after the hackathon competition. And lastly, we had our dawn card, hereby all taxes that were assigned to us was carried out, and if it was carried out successfully, we come here and bring it to this card. Hereby each and every one of us will see it, respond to it, and give it a comment. So we had our program structures and other resources that we used. So before we started programming or writing the codes, we came out with the logics and the detailed implementation of what we want the blog to look like. So we started by talking about authentication for users and our admins, post creation, using an editor, thereby an admin of users then can be able to publish posts real time. And after you publish, it is being updated on the blog so the community can go and interact with the post. We had generated timestamp on each post that we felt will be also good to implement to get the usernames of our admins on each post, so everyone in the community can know who that post was coming from, can be able to comment on each post, can like, and can be able to view the images, views of the view count of each post in benefits from added a user page customization settings. For the authentication, users should be able to also log out, shares on social by linking our community socials to the blog, a dashboard where users can interact with the blog, a post filter category, our notifications, community feedbacks, admin panel, and our style guide. And however, we thank God we are able to implement most of all this functionality, even not all. But it is an assurance that we are going to make sure that this blog stands out. So on every meeting we had a checklist of what we wanted to do. So this was the checklist of our first day, our second day, sorry. So we reviewed what we discussed on our last meeting, and we were able to have a very clear program structure. We assigned roles to each other, and we started with the program setup. So the technologies we use, we talked about our GitHub repo as the community has instructed for our collaboration, and we also talked about the rules for the collaboration. We ensure that we set our meeting date at hand and we prepare our questions, then we end our meeting. This is just a little breakdown of how our meetings has been going. So this was most of what were in our tools cards. We had our latest article section component, our main component, the admin component, the footer and section. So we were able to break this down to ensure that we all have something in hand that we were carrying out. So having said all this, we came up with our images, we came up with other components like the hero section, our style guides. We ensure that we follow the principle of design, making sure that we never go out of what each and every one of us was doing. So we set our headers, our paragraph, and other things to ensure that the blog look neat. So this is the Trello board on what we have been able to achieve. And in the blogs, our settings, feedback, and notifications were the only thing that we were not able to achieve. I believe my other team member will now walk us through the blog site. Thank you.
Finally.
Good day, everyone. Thank you so much, James. Good job with the trailer explanation. So I'm going to be introducing the application, the live site of the blog. So I will share my screen now. James, can you stop sharing?
Just start sharing your screen. Take over.
All right.
We'll go from your side.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Yes, that's your screen.
All right, thank you. So this is the page, right? Our live site. It was hosted on Vercel, right? So first of all, this is the landing page, but before I go on to the landing page, I'll go on to the sign up and sign in functionality, right? So if I'm a new user, meaning I'll have to sign up to the account. So I'll input my email, which is an instance. I'll input my name, which is let me use. Then I'll input my password. Now, first of all, if you have a different password in your confirm field from what you have in your password field, you have an error, which will tell you that your confirm field is different from your listing. This is great. It shows great because it's provided you provided a valid email address, right? So if I should impute then it tells me that I have successfully created an account and now I can log in. So I would log in into my account. Then I'm signed in. So now when I am signed in, the page identifies you as a new user, right? So now every user is, because of we're thinking of a way where only the mentors, or for now, right, only the mentors of the community can be able to perform some actions in the blog, like creation of posts and making of other admins, right? So we implemented an admin tag to every user from the back end, from the authentication. We implemented an admin tag to every user. We implemented an admin tag to specific users, right? So not everyone can create posts, not everyone can make you an admin, right? And some other functionalities are restricted to only admins. So currently, this user that I created is not an admin. So this is the dashboard for a user that is not an admin, right? User can be able to view posts, he can like posts, he can do other things, but he can't create posts. So now let me log into an account that is an admin, right? Which is my this account is an admin. And how do you know it's an admin? You this admin gets to see some functionality which he can perform. such as writing codes and making anyone an admin, right? So that is we implemented this using Firebase for our backend. So Firebase stores every user as a normal user when you log in, right? So only specific users or only specific accounts get the admin tag when you log in. So we did this because, in the community, not everyone should be allowed to just write posts whenever they want. And for now, right, we thought of a way where only the mentors of the community would be able to write posts, then every other user can read posts, like posts, comment on the post and all that, right? But other users can't perform some functionalities like writing code, right? So that is what we did with the backend. We had to manipulate it in a way where it identifies who is an admin and it identifies who is not an admin, right? And it works using that information to display the UI for an admin and for a non-admin. So I would leave the functionality of writing posts and creating of admin to my team member, because we all worked on this together and we were assigned different tasks. So I would prefer if the person that worked on a particular task comes up and speak on how he did it and explain us through the process of how he made the functionality he worked on to work perfectly. So I'll call on Israel. Israel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So you can walk them through the writing post and other functionality for the admin.
Sorry, do you mean James or Azzy?
Oh, James.
So I don't know, can we guys see my screen?
Yeah, it's up now.
Yeah. So, yeah, we analyzed them. That was also one of the functionalities that was implemented. If your local storage was set to light them, it takes the color fonts for the lights. And if you prefer the dark them, you can change it from your preference and everything will fit well. So I worked on the functionality of this slide, the drop down here. So currently I am not logged in and I will just sign up because we had to clean our database to ensure that everything is working fine. So I'll just create a new account. So now I can log in. So successful. And this URL changes automatically. So since I'm not an admin, this is the UI I was given, just as how it was supposed to be implemented. So Victor, I don't know, currently now I'm not an admin. So I would like you to help me with your details so I can log in as an admin and explain the functionality of how we convert this user to being an admin and how it works real time.
All right.
Victor.
Okay, so sorry, while we're waiting for that, can you show us the GitHub and other things
Okay.
so that we just fill in the time? Oh, are you the one supposed to show the GitHub? Is there any other person?
I will just open it up for Victor when he comes. Victor will do.
Don't worry, I'll take it off from you.
Okay.
All right. So for the team, I was in charge of the GitHub. I was in charge of the pull requests and merging to the dev branch in our GitHub repository. So I'll put you through on what we did in our GitHub. So this is the, I hope you can all see my screen though.
Yeah, we can see.
Right. So this is the team, the original repo of the community, right? So what we were instructed to do was to, each user was to fork this repository, right, and work on their forked repository. So this is currently the main branch of our repository. So every work we did, we merged it to the dev branch because we were not allowed to merge to the main branch directly. So we had a dev branch where every work we did, all pull requests were made to the dev branch. So this is our dev branch, what we used in doing all the work of the project. And so if, as you can see, this is the pull request made few hours ago by one of our team members. Yeah. So now when we were done with our final code and everything, we had to first of all merge it in a forked repo to the main branch in our forked repo, not the original repo, and then we deployed the code in the forked repo to Vercel to test out the code first before coming up to say that yes, we have a project, we have our final code to submit to the original repo, which will be merged to the main repo of the original, to the main branch of the original repo. So that is how when we started, we created several branches to work on different parts of the website or the app. We had the body branch, which we used in working on the body of the site. We had the footer branch, we had the header branch, we had the sign up page and all that. So everything combines to be merged into this dev branch, which takes the whole site and then would be merged into the original repo on a later time. So that's how our GitHub activities went through.
Yeah, commit history, please.
Right?
What do you mean? Commit history.
Is it Victor that is presenting?
Yes. Yeah.
Can I see your main branch, please? Switch to main.
Okay.
2 weeks. Okay, go back to your dev.
Eva, can you hear the question?
No. Pauline is in charge of it.
Show your commit history.
Okay.
Is there any particular reason why you guys didn't post your post to main? Please show us.
Oh yeah.
To main.
To the main in the original repo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I tried doing that, but seems like I didn't have access to that.
Everybody has access as long as you are the person merging. You can make a PR. But don't, anyway, that's by the way. Can you please show us your commit history? Thank you.
All right. So this is our pull request. The request we did. We closed several requests and
Victor.
Yeah.
No, go back. Press the back button. Go back to the main page. Underneath that code button, you should see 71 commits. That's what we want to see. No. You don't. Yeah, scroll down.
Okay, this.
Yes, that's the commit history. Yeah.
So these are all the commits we did.
Hold on.
Right.
Scroll.
Hello.
Wow. No, I'm here. I'm looking at your history. Okay, so I can see two people, Obina Vic and Hamon Ziggy. Can you scroll to the top, please?
All right.
Then there's a young, hold on. No. Young Easy. Okay, so there are like three of you working on this repo that worked on this repo rather.
Oh, yes.
Okay, you guys are just three in your team?
Okay, no. We were, because remember I said each team members was assigned a particular task to focus on, right? So for the fact that one of our team members was not really conversant with the technology we were using, so we made her, or we allowed her to take part by handling things of like the styling and the design of the site, right? So she did not really do much coding and commits. We left her to handle the design of the site and the styling of the site.
Okay, continue.
Right. So is that all you want to
Yeah,
say?
you can continue. You can leave the GitHub and go to, I think you wanted to show us how to create a post, something like that, right?
Okay, yeah. I wanted to make my team member an admin, right? So I'll show you how to do that, since I am the only admin of this project. So if you want to make someone else an admin, you basically you come to this grant admin verification section, you click on that and you have a modal, right? And then you input the email of the admin. James, please can you help me with your email?
You know, it works on filter search. So probably you show them the whole work going on the hood. If an email, if it's not being found.
So yeah, if you type in an email that is not found, it tells you that the user does not exist, or the email does not exist, right? But
so
if you use
B R.
You can paste it in the chat section. That might be faster for you guys.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed. I'll like.
Okay, do your best. So is the email you signed in with, James?
Yeah.
Okay, let me use this as an example. So this is an account I created previously that is not an admin, right? So as you can see, the moment I imputed the email of the account, it came up, it filtered all the users we have in the database, and then it brings up the email of the person, or it brings up the person you are looking for, and then you just click on that person and you add the user. So currently that user now is an admin. If I should go and log in with that user, so yeah, the user is logged in, and then the user is an admin. The user gets to write code, and he gets to make other people an admin. So that is how the functionality of adding an admin is. So you just need, the only information you need from that user is the email of the user, right? You can use the email to add the person as an admin. All right, I'll call on Israel to take us on the post creation section.
Oh, can you just do it? We're out of time. Let's just do it.
Okay.
Let's just like.
So to create a post, currently this user is an admin and he has the access to create a post. So he sees the right code here, and then he clicks it, and he's taken to the post creation section, where he imputes the title of the post. Let's say hackathon. He's allowed to upload an image of preference to any image he wants to upload. So I'll just select an image from my distance, and then he has a post here, which he can type anything as long as he wants. It's not limited to any amount of words. Then he selects the category he wants to post that under. We have the technology category. Sorry, can you hear me? Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes,
My screen is
I can hear you, Victor.
Yes, I hear you. Right, so I don't know where I cut from, so I'll start from the beginning. So the admin is allowed to impute title, and he puts an image of preference, any image he wants to upload from. Then here the admin is allowed to type or use any post he wants to type. He's not limited by words, he can type as long as he wants. Then he selects the category he wants to use, upload that post under, either technology, front end, back end, or what have you. So then he publishes. So when he publishes, it shows loading and then shows publish. When it shows loading, while it's showing loading, it's telling you that the post is loading on the back end. And when it has finished loading, it turns to publish and everything clears. So when you go to your home page, you get to see the post here. So these are the posts that has been created so far. Now, by an admin, these are the posts that has been created so far by an admin. And so that is basically it for the creation of posts.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything about shows or is that all? All right.
Not really. Victor, show them the profile.
Okay, yeah, the profile. Oh yes, this profile is used to show all the posts to an admin. This is an admin profile page. If the user is not an admin, he doesn't have the right code here. He only sees it. Now this profile page is the whole idea for this profile page is for writing of comments to each post. Writing of comments to each post where a user can come, select the post he wants to write the comments on, and then he writes his comments and sends it. So this is like a chat box, that shows the comment of the user, right? So that is basically it. Due to time factor, we were unable to implement the like button and the comment button to become functionality, but to become functional, sorry. So, but probably after the hackathon, we'll get to that and we'll ensure that everything in the blog is working perfectly.
Wow, you guys.
Run through the nav, Victor.
Okay,
Sorry,
the nav. So this is the home that takes you to the home. We have the category section that shows you all the categories. Then we have the about page, which is still in construction. It's not, the UI is not really beautiful, but then we have the about page. Then we have the join community where a user comes and joins the community. Then where someone who is not in the community can join the community through the join community section. And this is the social media pages of our community. So this is LinkedIn. Due to time, I won't let it load. I'll go back to our page. This is our Twitter page. This is our YouTube page. So yeah, that is it.
Guys tried.
I see what's below from like it's a good scroll down.
Right. So this is all the posts. You create a post, it gets pasted here.
Click on one of them.
So when you click on one, it takes you to that post, and then you'll be able to read the post. And it also shows the author of the admin that made that post, the particular admin that made the post. So as you can see, here we have different admins. Only my account is an admin, so basically it's just my name you see, Victor and Nkiri, which is the two accounts that admins right currently. So, and these are the posts that these admins have made so far.
Okay. I think I like this. I think the first thing that caught my eye was the Mabu.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mabu was the first thing that caught my eye. It shows intentionality. So that guy actually thought about the community because he's already someone that could have and is what Mabu is, and then seeing this here just means that okay, this guy really like intentional about deeds. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. But yeah, this is a nice one. This is a very nice one. Yeah, the UI, no 100%, well, I don't care. I think I like this. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, so yeah, our team members are James, like she said, James, Israel, me, Victor, and Nonso Chinonso. So we are just 4. So thank you all so much for the opportunity. And
yeah, Pauline, Edward, Tamara.
I have questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is, you said that the last member of your team was not familiar with the technology you used. I think because of time, because you guys spent a lot of time on your Trello board, because of time, you're not able to show us your code, so we don't know what technology you use. So can you help me out with that?
Okay. So basically, we used
not to show us the code. Just tell me what you used.
Okay, we used React.js for the development of the project, and yeah, that is the technology we used.
All right. So she's not familiar with React.
Yes, she's not familiar with React.
Okay. So what she did was you said the design and styling.
Yes, she handled our styling, design, the color picking, and all that. So just more like she did more like the UI UX job. Yeah.
Okay. So she did not do CSS job. She did UI UX job.
The CSS we used Tailwind to do the CSS.
She was not the one adding the Tailwind classes.
She created the Tailwind classes, but we during the process of building the app, we had to add more Tailwind classes to make it more easier for us. So.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to be sure of what her role was in the project, and then another one another question I have is for your form validation. I think the red grades under your email was a bit confusing. I thought it was an error because usually using color red would signify errors. So at first I thought you had an error in your work. I think that's something that I know you overall work on your UI, but I think that's something that you should actually look out for. That red color is confusing.
All right.
and then everything looks good. Um, aside from the UI, everything else looks very good. The coders then you have on your homepage, I think you can use the coders then logo instead of the coders then thing like that. And then the functionalities are all really good. So I know you guys had big plans based on the presentation from your Trello board. You had very, very big plans. And I saw many of the things that you planned to do while you were showing us. There's some things that I think you missed out on when you were working extra because of time. But you guys did very well. And then one last thing for your presentation. You people's presentation was not smooth. You were taking too much time on your Trello board, right? The explanations were very, very long. And the back and forth between your team members was not good either. You should have planned beforehand how your presentation will go, who has access to what, instead of asking like here, oh, I need access to I need admin access. You guys should have like planned that beforehand, right? But overall, every other thing is good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Pauline Edward.
Okay. Yeah, this was a very, very fine project. Lots of high points inside. If I was going to have complaints, it would have been about the time and the presentation itself. But Tamara just mentioned that, so I'll skip that. I would say my highlights of this is that add or make somebody an admin. That whole, you search and it brings out the users that fits whatever query you put in there. That was a very nice one. And the color, that blue, there's a way blue is kind of, in the whole design. Blue for coders then, so that was also a nice one. Time didn't let you guys develop the project the way you would have liked it, but even then, what we saw was still very fine. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, hi guys. Yeah. Okay, Tamara and Eddie has gone over, basically what I wanted to say, so I don't think there's any point in reiterating that. But you guys did a good job. It was quite impressive, and I liked the words of marble. That was also the first thing that caught my eye. So that was very thoughtful, and it was at least geared towards coders then. So, like Ibuka said, only someone that is in the community would know. Now that is what it is. So I was kind of impressed with that. Beyond that, you touched on the time as well. I was keen on, let me say, the teamwork, but that was just based on one person because I was trying to figure out what the person actually did. But that's an aside. But aside that, you guys did really fantastic. I love the functionality. The filtering process was amazing. And basically they've said most of what I want to say actually. So good job, guys. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's it. I would love us to use this product. And you guys are done with it. I'm seriously like, yeah. I think I like it. I think you guys can make it work, and yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. Let's have next last team come up and sure. So before the last team comes, I'll just say so far it has been. I think everybody that has been here, I've seen what we've seen so far. Even me, I'm even shocked. Like it's good. This is good.
I'm wowed. Wow.
Very impressive.
I didn't expect. Mad.
Yeah, let's have the last thing, please.
Last team, please, before we start gisting. Team 6.
All right. Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
All right. From Team 6, and we also worked on the live blogging. Edwin, are you there? No, not Edward. Edwin.
Yes, I'm here.
Please, can you share your screen? I'm not on my system right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. So why is working on that? We worked on microblog in our. I think we are 5 in our team. Yeah, and as usual, we separated tasks to each everybody in the team. And can you go to your board? Okay, so for the Trello board, we kind of had separate. The first one is our project resources, then the questions to do, pending, and all that.
Sorry, Corey.
Yeah.
Just please, can you mute your mic?
My mic is not open. I don't know. It's not on. I've muted myself since.
Okay. Is it okay now? Hello?
Yes, you can go on.
Okay, so on our Trello board, we had different cards for different things. All right, you can see the last card here on the far right, which is done. All the things we were able to achieve within the time frame amidst all constraints. Yeah, we did update it for some time because as you can see that pending on our GitHub repo, which that one has been added, profile page has been added, and all that. Aside this, I was the one that had control of merging and merging PRs on our group. In our group, my other members were in charge of other parts of it, such as designing several pages we'll need for our code, for our microblogging app, and all that. Okay. Let me share my screen from my phone. So I'll just walk you through the stuff on our GitHub here. Hold on, please. Okay. All right, let me go to GitHub. All right. Okay, so this is our GitHub page. This is the main branch, and yeah, it's a blog app. It's a social media microblog app which connects techies with other techies in the tech space. Other users are also able to use our app, and below down here are the members of the team: Johnny, myself, Mohammed, and Edwin, Gikoda, and Fodzi. Some of them are on the call right now, maybe due to one or two issues. On their end. Edwin will walk us through the app and other stuff. Edwin. Hello, Edwin. Hello, is anyone still hearing me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so Edwin will walk us. Yeah.
Who shared the Trello board? Can the person share the GitHub? Because this is really small.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm the one that have rights. Okay, you know what? Let me share this link to him so you can just go through. I'll post link in
people need right access.
message.
view the GitHub, so that's fine.
So Edwin, you can check that link I sent us now.
Yeah, sure.
Is the link not working?
It's working. Let me just put it on. Yes, so this is the thing. Is there where in particular I should go?
Yeah, just the GitHub page.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So like as I was saying, this is our main on the GitHub page. Scroll down. So these are the I would say major contributors to our projects, major contributors to our projects. This is a little readme concerning the app, members of our team, and what the app is about, social media microblogging app. Can you scroll up a bit? And the languages, the technology we use are pure vanilla technology, HTML, vanilla CSS, and vanilla JS. So those are what we implemented. And for our back end, we try to use Superbase. We didn't really get what we want to do, but this was what is short with it. Yeah. So Edwin will walk us through the app. Edwin will walk us through the app. Yeah,
Okay.
Edwin, you can write them.
Yeah. So, like you said, I tried to use Superbase. As first, I was looking for a bus to use, so Superbase was first and I popped up. Although I regret it, I regret it, sure. But yeah, it still worked out somehow. I mean, so first thing is a sign up page, rather. You can put the name. But this where the issue came up. I did not foresee this. It has an issue connecting to GitHub, so I will be switching the pages manually. This is our main feed. That is the main page that you will see. Due to the issues with it, we are not able to link with the backend. So this was a static view. Hopefully, when the whole project is done, I'll switch it entirely. I'll go back to Firebase. So this is the main feed. And for the profile page, I'm forgetting to present. Oh yeah, that's. But now this is what we're able to do. The main issue was on my end. Like finding the links for Superbase was not really easy. So they were mostly focused on React and Next.js. They almost totally forgot vanilla. So trying to find out how to use it was an issue for me. That was the main issue there. So for now, these were the only things we were able to accomplish.
All right. You guys tried. This is cool. I saw the struggles of trying to find tutorials and like cover what you've already the technologies you're using. Especially when looks like the whole world just left you behind. I understand. I understand. But yeah, it's cool. So I think I'll leave the comments to the other mentors, Edward, Pauline, Thomas.
Okay. From the little bit we've seen, at least you have a fine UI. Yeah. That's about what I can see. But the rest of the things, comma the inside. Yeah, presentation also had some issues. It's like it wasn't very, very planned. It seems the two intermediate groups didn't do much planning for presentation. You guys were stuck in development, but probably this is a good experience, that you should also save some energy for the presentation. It carries, it can still, add or remove to the greatness of your project. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully you have better luck next time choosing technologies to work with. But yeah, fine job all the same.
Okay, so I have a question. I saw in your GitHub that you have other pages, other HTML pages, or is it just
Uh,
index of HTML?
yes, I do. Just I
Edwin, can
forgot.
you go to that page and click on that Quilog? I don't know. I
Okay.
think there's presentation page here. Yeah.
This will take you back to yes, the user page. So in the future when it does work, it will be like to
My
be
network.
There's no network.
like this.
Okay.
I think it's from your side. All right. What you wanted to say was that this is the profile page for
The amount of
Edwin. Edwin, your network is bad.
user has made an amount of likes and commented on it. Why is this mentioned? Yes. The voice is not
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't hear you clearly. Your network was bad.
But is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay.
All right. So that's not even my question. My question is, how many HTML pages? We didn't get to see your code. How many HTML pages do you guys have?
We have a total of 4. We have the landing page, the create blog page, and
All right. So you have all of this. Then why is there no way to navigate in the website that doesn't have anything to do with your backend?
Let me comment on that. We were able to link some of them. I think we were able to link the profile, the main feed, and the profile page is also there. Also, Edwin, can you go back to that page? If you click on share.
Okay.
Yeah. So this should take us to share profile, search cameras.
Okay.
Can you try to load it?
Okay, let's just go ahead.
Is your network?
Probably. No, it's not. The name.
Go back.
Are you sure there's a profile.html file?
No, it's a profile page.
Put it in manually now. It's just showing profile.
Yes, I'll put it on.
Okay. Let's see.
But you tried that before.
No, I don't.
It was not underscore you used. You used
No.
I don't really think there's need for this. I think we've seen everything we need to see.
Okay,
Or,
did you? Sorry, Ibuka, go ahead.
let's thank you for the presentation. Actually, I feel I feel like you guys tried, right? But yeah, you guys can always get better. I would love you guys to come back and try and make this work on it, make it more personalized and more like and because I cannot see just one page, and you can't tell me guys just one page for 3 weeks. Yeah, that would be very open. Yeah, but yeah, I know you guys did other things too. So yeah, I would just say. So yeah, question: what is the future plan for? What's the name of the app again?
Okay, it was Qlog.
Qlog.
Yes.
What's the future plan for Qlog?
Well, in future when we do finish it, we want it to be something like Medium or all these sites where you have an issue, you go there, you probably find resource for it, where you can come and share and sell the solutions to your various coding issues. That was the main plan for it.
Like Medium?
Yes, like how Stack and Mediums are. You just drop it. Let's say you find an issue that troubled you for some time, you go there and you drop what happened and how you were able to solve it. And also, you can also be able to drop questions, like you had a question that, like you have a problem issue, but you drop the question there, then somebody now answers it for you.
But that's not a blog. Oh, that's now like, I think you guys just work on the idea. I think from the idea, start from the idea again, and like if you guys want to do something else that's not a blog, I think, for the purpose of the whole idea was a blog. So, but if you guys wanted something different, or you guys want something different after maybe from like tomorrow or after, you guys can work on it. But I think you guys need to start from the idea, do the whole blueprinting thing. You can see other teams have like the workflow diagram to show like, okay, this way to show ideations. I didn't really see that here. I was expecting maybe at this, because I think that was one of the first things everybody should do. The reason why we had that is because we know that building an application without a UI can be very daunting, and you would probably just want to start with the landing page and you waste time because you don't have a flow, so you don't know what to do next. So, and then you're not working alone, you're working with teams, so you need everybody to be on the same. So that UI would have really, really helped. I'm sure some people really downplay that, but I'm sure you can see the importance of it right now. Yes. If you had it, it would have helped you guys, trust me. Every other team that had it actually did something very, very like meaningful. So I wish you guys would come back and rethink the whole thing, start from the scratch, and do it the right way. There's a reason why we say it that way, because me, I know personally that if you don't have like that pictorial view, it's not going to be easy to actually code anything. You just be coding, you be wasting your time, and then you won't really know where you're going. So, but yeah, this is also a learning process too. I'm sure you guys have learned a couple of things too along the way. But yeah, thanks for your time and energy and putting in, for what you guys even have. So, right, it's something. Yeah.
Yes.
Has anybody, Pauline, I've not heard your advice.
Well, I think you have said virtually. Sorry, did you show us your commit history?
Commit history, okay, not yet.
Can I see that? Let me see who did what and the work you guys did together.
I think that you really want to present on that.
Just click on it. You don't need to present. Just no. Underneath the code. No, you can see underneath the code button. You see
underneath the green code.
29 commits. That place. 29 commits.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Okay. Let me zoom in so I can see clearly. Hold on. Please don't scroll too fast. Okay. I see 3 names. How many are in your team? 5, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
You can keep scrolling, please. Okay. Who was the last person in your team? I can only see Batman, Johnny, Johnny Bilal, this Krolo, and Skyron. I'm assuming that's Edwin. Who was the
Yeah.
last person in your team?
His name, we don't really know his name. His name is Ford C, and there's one other person called Gikoda. I don't know their
No,
real names.
You guys are team?
Mulabi.
Is
No,
it?
Ikoda is Sui Mulabi. This
So
one.
that's Bilal now. Bilal is Bilal Gikoda. Okay, I don't know that. Maybe
Yes. That's me. I'm the one.
Okay. So Forty is the last person. So he didn't do anything on your team?
No, they added him late. He was supposed to do the edit profile, but that was as the Superbase had issues, he could not really do it again because it's dependent on the backend, so it was just put back. If you notice on the trailer board, edit profile. So why you can edit profile.
Okay, so he didn't even work on like the UI or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay then, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time. At least you guys spent time, work together. You learned a couple of things. I'm sure you guys have learned something. So that's the whole point of this whole learning, growing, practicing. And then who knows? Sorry, I keep forgetting what your project again. Sorry. This project might be the next Medium or the next Stack Overflow in a couple of future from now. So yeah, I wish you guys the best. I really want to know what you guys have in plan and future goals for it. I really would like to see. Yeah. Maybe I will invest money, so who knows? So basically that's it for the teams. These are the 4 teams we have. We're not going to announce the winner on this call, or we're not going to announce the winner. We'll announce it on the Discord channel. Probably be this week. But so far, everybody's the winner. Like we said we had a call and everybody's the winner. You guys have learned something. You guys have picked something very wonderful. Honestly, you myself, you get some people I see you and I'm like, bro, what is this? This is mad. This is crazy. Yeah, but like, you got everybody the winner. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed everything. It was wonderful. It was nice. It was sweet. It was seamless. And what else again? We're going to have another one very soon. Maybe some months from now. Maybe 2-3 months from now, we'll have another one. I'm thinking maybe 2 months from now, have another one, and then everybody that participated here can still participate. And if you don't like your teammates, please avoid them. Yeah, but like people that are really like work together can also be work together again and then build magic together. I feel like some things I've already found like their teammates and they feel like they can always, if you already have your team and maybe you want to work together, you can always push up with that and then that will be for the next time. Yeah. But for this one, I think this is where we call it a day for the end. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for working tirelessly, putting the effort. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. The teams will still go back and work on it. And when you're done with it, you can always present it to the team, to the group. Make a video for it, post it on your social media, post it on the community. We'll check it out, look at it, and then yeah, this was nice. So anybody can. I think this is the end. I don't know. Pauline, Tamara, Edward, anything.
No, for now, thank you. I'm just impressed. You guys, I like the fact that you guys are committed. You guys started out with how many teams? 6, and only 4 made it to the ending, which is commendable. So your commitment is, I'm sure most of you that know me know that I'm very particular about committing to something. So that alone is impressive on its own, and well done. You guys put in the best that you can, and you came up with very fantastic projects. So yeah, like Ibuka said, the winners will be announced. We don't want to make it a rush decision. We have to go through the recording and give you guys your score based on certain criteria. So stay tuned. And I was going to point out that for the next one, trust me, you might not be with the same team member. So just keep that in mind.
Calm down. Calm down.
Okay, I'll calm. Let me not spill. Let me not spill. You might not be with the same team member. I shall put that in mind, because it's going to be a random sampling. Maybe this time we'll use Madness Random to shuffle through your names and create your teams. So keep that in mind. At least learn how to work with other people. So if your team member is lacking in one place, go and drag the person.
If you want to have your team member in your group, just DM me and we'll talk one-on-one. I got you guys.
What's that? So you are doing underground.
Yes, so come with your pockets.
Come with your pockets.
Come with 5K bribe. Just bribe.
Oh, you did. You might remember. You can remember that HNG now. You went to bid for members. You will bid. Make it a little bit more interesting. So it's almost like I want Jomasi on my team, and somebody's like, you know what, Jomasi, I'm going to give you 20. Come and join my team. Hey. You never can tell. So you guys.
For that HNG, did Pauline get a bid?
What did he say?
For the HNG, did you get like a team to bid for you?
Maybe I the wrong team. I went to bid on teams. I went to
God,
bid on people.
I didn't even make a move because I know nobody will want me.
Abba, come on.
Don't sound like that.
Wait till I saw that time, Zeb.
No mean now. Maybe there are people we bid on where we won't complete the team. Your team lead will know how to arrange it. The people that know and the people that don't know now. That's where they be. Okay, guys.
So before we leave, I know we've done the presentation, we've done the everything and all. I just want you. Can you just tell us, like, on a normal setting? I love the way when we had the last meeting, when I said the mentors should be, and people corrected me and said no, that on a normal hackathon, mentors are not supposed to even start following up. No, they don't even. You should even be happy, like you even have a mentor in this your own hackathon. So what I'm asking is, what are like the expectations that we can meet all the points? I know we didn't meet all the points in this particular, for everything did not meet all the points, but can you just re-emphasize what are you expected, and maybe I know you've given remarks to each of the teams, but what would you have expected from what you've seen so far? What would you have expected?
Sorry, what do you mean by what I would have expected? Are you saying the criteria, things I was looking out for?
Yes, the things that you were looking out for. I just wanted to you've said, people have said it, so you have said it again and again, but can you just say it again? Just say it again.
Okay. One of the first things I looked out for was teamwork, and that's why I kept saying commit history, so I can actually see the work each person is doing. Because the truth of the matter is, in a team, there's a penchant for somebody's not doing anything, and people just cover out, maybe finish. You understand? So and the thing is, documentation doesn't lie. You would literally see, that's one beautiful thing about GitHub. You would actually see now, okay, this person at least did something, right? So that was one of the things I was looking out for. Sorry, yeah. Okay, another thing I looked out for was functionality, at least base functionality. Like, do you even have a viable MVP? Is it running? Is it functional at all? Another thing I looked out for was the creativity. Like, I like the fact that some people actually went the extra mile, like actually putting the filter for the emails, Then I like the UX. So that UX was funny to me with the whole, even with the 0, you got 3 trophies. It was like, well done, you try. So that was one thing I looked out for. Then I think at the minimum, that's one of them. Documentation was another thing that impressed me. I think it was just one team from what I see that really took their time to write a detailed documentation. So those are just certain little aspects that I looked out for. So I don't know about the other mentors though, but yeah, for me, that was those are aspects that I actually looked out for. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let me see what I was looking out for. I was looking out for innovation, right? I don't like everything was good, but I want an app that is actually like customized. Like I can't stop talking about that. Was about
Yeah.
like if there's anything that got me, that one just took me off. Like, nah, that was it. Like that one alone was it for me. I didn't want to say anything. That was it for me. Yeah, because it just shows that this person knows that okay, they are building for it. They have an audience they are looking for. They are looking for a reaction from them. They know what they want and they went for it. So and it worked. It works. Yeah, that one. Also, I want to also see the idea, right? The idea is that you're building a blog for this Coders Den to solve a problem in Coders Den, which is Coders Den. We need to have a blog so we can be able to post articles and stuff. So and that team had like an idea like the trivia app, something like that. I was expecting that more like okay maybe. Don't solve problem in games night. You want games night, we'll go to like play games, stuff like that, and maybe cash prizes or stuff. All those things also there too. So you have like where you're working towards the direction. So those two activities I'm looking out for me personally. Like I'm big on those ones, the idea and customization for me.
Thank you. Okay. Edward.
Okay.
Wicked love.
Some of these things that were mentioned, yeah, I also looked out for them, but I don't think I heard anybody mention presentation. Presentation is a very big thing. Like I mentioned before, it can take away from or add to what you've done already. So yeah, presentation also, I like fine things. So seeing a very beautiful UI, I don't know, I can't even, if you ask me, a fine UI that's not very functional and a not very fine UI that's very functional, it's kind of hard to pick, but at least a lot of people are site-based, right? If your feelings about something starts when you see it. So it's very easy to have very good feelings about something. Once you see that it's fine, your mind just begins to tell you, yeah, let's ignore all the bad sides of this thing. This thing is fine. So fine UI is a very, very big for me, big something for me. So yeah, that's presentation. As Ebuka said, an idea. You are building this to solve this problem. If you are clear on what problem you are trying to solve, then your functions, your functionalities, your UI would be geared towards solving that problem and everything would make sense. But if you don't have a very good why, then things might begin to take a weird turn somewhere. So anyhow, these are just 3 for me. Idea, maybe it's even 4. Idea, the problem you're solving, okay, the idea now is the way you went about solving the problem. Like what functionalities, what experiences you threw into your project so that the users can have the beauty of the project, the beauty of the product, and your presentation. Yeah, so let's just have this one. Of course, there are other things, but to just not start repeating what people have said.
You said you've said it so well. Thank you very much. Tamara, are you there? Tamara.
Yeah, I'm
Tamara.
here.
Okay, please. Thank you. You have the floor.
Yeah. Okay, so I think everybody has said basically almost everything. Right. I was going to mention presentation as well. You're correct. And then the hackathon. And then something else that I would like us to know is this community is a JavaScript community. Right? JavaScript is what is being taught, and JavaScript is what we're using to work on projects for all of our extra meetings. Everything is JavaScript, JavaScript, JavaScript. So that means that we are very, very intentional about seeing what you can do with the knowledge that you have gained from JavaScript. And that's where like functionality, like Edward has mentioned, comes in. So as much as the UI is very important, and which I like simplifying things and I like unifying UIs, I was not very hard on you guys UI because we are not designers and you probably do not have the time to really focus on the design as much as focusing on the functionality. Right. And now that you have more time, you can go back and restructure your UI because like Edward said, if this person comes to your website, they don't want to be seeing things and wondering what's going on here. Right. So yeah, I really wanted to say a lot of what you're able to do with your JavaScript. I think I only saw that with like one team or two teams. I didn't really see much of how you were able to walk through some of the problems you had. For me, that's it for me. And then one last thing that I would want to say is, I mentioned again that this community is a JavaScript community. For people that are not really familiar with some of the things that were going on in their team, like they're not familiar with some of the logic that others are writing to implement this particular functionality. Not even just React, because even in React, you're writing JavaScript logic to implement functionalities. Like, did you ask questions? Were you curious to know how they were doing it? Like, did you want to know their thought processes? Or is this just something that, this person is assigned to this task, so the person should just do it, and whether or not the person does it is their business. It is not the business of the rest of us. I have my own thing that I'm working on. I don't know if you guys had that. If you're crossing paths, there's a word in my head, but it's not coming. I don't know if you guys are able to do that. Then Polly mentioned React. A team used React, and there was somebody that was not familiar with React. Did you want to learn from what your team members were doing, or was it just okay, you guys should just build it since it's just something that I don't know, and then however I can come in, I'll come in. This is also an opportunity for you to be able to go beyond what you know, what you are used to. Pauline mentioned how that some people went the extra mile, right? Some people learned new things. Many people learned new things during this hackathon. So don't just sit down and be comfortable with, okay, this is the level at which I am. I'm a beginner, so I'm going to stick to beginner things. But many beginners say they did more than they ever done before during this hackathon. I know so many people in the team that I was mentoring that they did things that they've never done before. They went out of their way to learn new things. They learned from their team members. They learned from the code that others were writing. They rubbed minds together to be able to implement a logic for this functionality. So don't just do what you can do and just leave it at that. actually seek to learn from other people.
So let me add to what you're saying, Tamara. So I've been in teams where and I've also worked with people like worked with people where, like, let's say the team head, the person that is as head of the team wants to do everything. So he wants to do like he wants to do everything and just so like then maybe like finish it and then like he will learn everything and then that's just it for him. Selfish reason. I don't really want. I don't know if that has ever happened in this hackathon, but if that happened, and I would love maybe some people to come and speak up, because that would not be good, because that would really deprive others of learning, right? So if you're building something and you built it, you can always teach your team members, or you guys can always meet up and learn about it and work towards it together. That way everybody's on the same page, and or assign tasks to people to take it on, and then right. So, because in a way, the last team, I felt like there's just one person doing the back end, so maybe he stuck, and then that was it. Like everybody just paused there. I don't think that should have been the way it should have been. So if it was an issue, you guys could have come together. Okay, this is the back end. This is the problem. This is what, and then rub minds together. And I can't tell you how many times I've had issues, and just a call on someone in less than 5 minutes, and solution just came up from nowhere, from one of us, either me or the person. And yeah, so yeah, just learn the habit of always reaching out. Oh guys, I have this issue. This is the backend issue. This Power Base is not connecting. And then okay, you guys check up on why this error report is going here. And then before you know it, one issue, someone look for one article on LinkedIn, or someone look for one article on Medium, and solution will come up from nowhere. Yeah. What's your opinion?
Yeah, for the team that worked with Superbase and had issues, did you have a mentor, and did you reach out to your mentor?
Okay, no, we're not assigned a mentor yet. And before we launched the page, was like very soon. So I didn't even understand why I was not working. So I just tried putting a link and putting it back several times. My mind was not even telling me anything at that point. I was like, everything that's crashed.
Okay, no problem. Well, I have worked with Superbase before, so maybe if you reached out, but then again, I wasn't your mentor, so I don't blame you. No wala.
Okay, let me comment briefly here regarding the not having a mentor thing. Unfortunately, we were not able to have enough mentors to go around. But I wanted to point out that if you were stuck on something, because I know how many people, not daily, but there are people that reach out to me. I know I'm having an issue with this, and I do my best to, if I understand it and I know how to do it, then I can always help out. If I cannot, I can always refer them. So I like the question Wanchuku asked about if you had reached out to anybody. Yes, I understand that you didn't have a mentor. I'm sorry, all that. But I wish that if we had known, or if you knew, okay, this is the challenge I'm going through, I feel like you should, or you could have reached out to somebody else, even if the person is not your mentor. So I'm just putting that out there in case of next time.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just say a little bit of something. I want to draw some parallels between our Code Wars sessions and this hackathon. So we all know you learn by doing. You face a problem, and in your process of trying to solve that problem, you either learn something new or buttress what you already know, or perhaps even both, right? Yeah, but if you remember, at the end of our Code Wars, solving a problem, one of the things we do is to go and look at other people's code. Yes, you've learned from you doing something, but you can also learn from someone else doing something. So we can kind of look at things a bit similarly here. Yes, you've built your projects, you learned stuff from it, maybe some innovation, some new ways to think, connecting or using certain resources you've never used before, that's fine. But you just looked at a presentation and you've seen different ways that other people have done either the same thing or different things. And there's always something to learn. Okay, maybe you didn't know about workflows or was a user flow before, but you've seen it now. You've seen the usefulness of it. Different functionalities that people threw into their projects, maybe different thought processes they had that they explained, spent some time explaining. Yeah, you can make those yours for the future, whether future hackathons or personal projects or whatever. So there is always an opportunity to learn in everything. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. All of you have said so many awesome things, and I'm so grateful that I participated in this hackathon. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think now it's time for the after party. Party after. Why is that the first thing that came to mind? Even me too.
Only play the music. Turn up the music. Wait, you know your Tony's voice is morning. No, Tony, it's when it's time for party that you see.
So you did not even say your own, though. You are a
So
mentor.
Tony
You
has
did
been
not
here
say your own.
since.
I don't even know that.
Tony is on low key. She's on low key.
Yeah, so you just
Don't
give us some
DNG,
thoughts
no
now.
calls, just text.
So let's hear your voice now. We've not heard your voice. Let's hear your voice, please. Let's hear your voice.
Or your wicked laughter, anyone.
Anyone,
She has gone
just give us the guy
into
that
hiding. She has gone into hiding.
when they want party that you go come.
Chisom is here. Hey, so
Does anybody have boiled corn? Maybe Tony will come out.
Agbado.
Now come they say they can't come on.
you saw my boss girlfriend.
Okay.
You guys, I have to drop.
Yes, I have to drop now. Thank you very much. Thank you.